we're going to be making some sourdough pancakes today.
Looks like we're having pancakes every Friday.
We will be mindful and remembering my brother as we go out of our way to serve other people. It's going to be interesting, a little bit different this year because of the stay-at-home order. Good morning, everyone. I want to introduce you to the newest member of our family. This here is Carol, our quarantine sourdough starter. Yes, we jumped on that bandwagon and did a sourdough starter while we're here in quarantine. I personally have never really been interested in doing a sourdough starter before, but I had a good friend who was making sourdough bread over the quarantine. She already had a starter. Anyway, thought it would be fun to have something to remember this time by, and it's a living thing, apparently. It's science-y. You feed it and you use it to cook and you store it and you take care of it, and it can live for quite a long time, is my understanding. She's just been basking in our warm kitchen. Do you get it? And we're going to be making some sourdough pancakes today.
Thank you. We're almost out of this. Do we have another one?
Can I have that? There's like 4 more. Bro, that's why we're almost out.
No,
Gosh.
there's 2 more, not 4 more.
That's why we're almost out.
Why are you picking on me? Garrett's got as much as I do.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see Garrett's. That's why we're almost out. Wow. Holy Nikes.
What?
They're good.
Is this the way we'll do pancakes forever? Because I've got to discard and feed this thing once a week, once it gets going.
Looks like we're having pancakes every Friday.
Thursday.
Or Thursday.
Yeah, it's Thursday again.
The consensus is in. My very first attempt at a sourdough starter and sourdough pancakes is
Delicious!
Awesome.
Best thing ever.
a win. And so,
I want another one.
well,
No.
those. And so it turns out that I may have started a new weekly tradition: sourdough pancakes once a week. Well, probably on Sundays. Well, today is not so much of a what are we doing day. It's also a why are we doing. We are coming up on May 1st, so the week leading up to May 1st marks a significant occasion in our family's lives. On May 1st, 12 years ago, we got the news that my brother had been killed in an airplane accident along with his student pilot as they were training. He was a fighter pilot in the U.S. Air Force, and he flew F-15 Sea Eagles. But at the time of the accident, he was in a training exercise and the engine failed on the plane that they were in. It was a little T-37 or T-38 or whatever. So obviously every year that anniversary rolls around, it's kind of a challenging time for our family, and my sister-in-law has found a way that has kind of reclaimed that day for us and for our family. We decided to dedicate the week before and leading up to the day of May 1st as our Operation Serve to Heal, because we found that as we participate in intentional acts of service, it helps turn our focus outward instead of wallowing in our grief, which, you know, grief is a natural part of this human experience, and it's a very healthy part. But we have found that our ability to manage the grief and process it in healthy ways is helped along by providing service. So today, all of the things that we do, we will be mindful and remembering my brother as we go out of our way to serve other people. It's going to be interesting, a little bit different this year because of the stay-at-home order, but we will do our best to find meaningful ways to serve one another, to serve our family and our community. And I'm out of breath because right now I'm trying to keep up with Ella going up a hill. We're going for a walk today. Hey girlie, you gonna wait up for me? This might not sound much like a service, but right now I'm gonna sit down on my bed and pull out my phone and finally respond to some of the comments that have been left on our previous vlogs. It's been a while, I have some catch up to do, but I want to make sure I'm making connections with people that have taken the time to respond and reach out to us. It's probably more of a service on their part to do that and leave those kind words of encouragement. And I just am hoping that in some small way I can validate their efforts by acknowledging that they've done that for us. And so I'm going to go through and read those and respond to those. That's going to be a little act of service, but I don't know, maybe it's a little bit of an indulgence too. We've just come up to an empty lot in the foothills above our house to get a better view of the valley, because pretty soon there are going to be some, I believe it is an F-35 fighter jet team flying out of Hill Air Force Base, and they are flying all over the state, kind of buzzing the hospitals, I think, in honor of first responders to the COVID-19 pandemic. And I cannot think of a better way to spend time thinking and reflecting on my brother Brad than watching fast flying jets just like the ones that he flew. The timing couldn't have been better. So we're excited to take this brief moment today and watch these planes from a distance fly by.
Closer now, sir.
Okay, I've pulled my hair back and I've put on some kind of grubby clothes because I've got a project I'm going to be doing over at the school. I'm heading there right now, and that is going to be another one of my acts of services today. Right here in my classroom, I have this large cabinet. It's a freestanding cabinet, and we've used it to kind of create this space back here. What the plan is, working with the principal and the school psychologist, and the intention is we're creating this space in my classroom for students that if they're feeling any sense of anxiety or overwhelm, or just kind of need a place to come and settle down and deal with their emotions in a healthy way, this is where they can come. We have a few things that we've acquired, like this comfortable chair to sit in, a weighted blanket, some distracting type toys and things that they can use in that process of just kind of settling down. But this is like what is behind them, and it's ugly, so I'm going to paint the back of it so it kind of gives it a finished off feeling to this area, this space, so it really can be like a calm down corner. I'm finished. finished, and now that that's all painted, I will work on making some posters and decorations so that it can hang on the back so it's not such a stark background. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more inviting when people come to calm down in this corner of my room. All right, we are getting ready to sit down for dinner. We have a whole hodgepodge of different sides, leftovers from meals that we've had this past week that we just really need to get through. So for all of the sides that we had Jason doing some chicken. He's grilling that right now. And then I made a green salad to supplement that. And I'm just having everybody come, pick the sides they want and put it on their plate. We're gonna stick it in the microwave and get ready to eat. And that is our dinner for you. At least that's how we're gonna get through our leftovers, clean out our fridge, and then we'll make room for something else.